Let's style our new haircut. I am blow drying my hair on cool heat, making sure it's completely dry since we are going to be using heat later on. I usually blow dry it upside down as well, just to create more volume for my roots. Once your hair is dry, let's section and begin. Then I am using this tool right here. It's like a brush and a curling iron at the same time. I would say it's a dupe for the Amika blowout hairbrush. The Amika one cost $100 and this one costs $36 on Amazon. And it comes with 4 other attachments, so you definitely get more bang for your buck. For the first section, I am going to go under my piece of hair and then curling it inwards towards my face, wrapping it around the brush and doing a round motion like this to kind of mimic a blowout technique. After that, you get a cute little curl like this. You can either leave it like that or use a hair roller. I am going to be using hair rollers today just because I want more volume and for the style to last longer. Now I am going to do the same thing on the other side, and I am using a 1.8 inch roller for both sides and securing it later on with a hair clip. For the second layer, I am placing my tool over my piece of hair and styling it outwards. So I'm flicking the piece away from my face. Doing this helps the hair kind of bounce off of each other, and that way you create more volume instead of it all becoming one big curl later on. Because my hair is longer here, I am also going to be using a bigger roller. I am using the 2-inch roller throughout this section. Also, when wrapping my hair around the tool, I like to start high up and then drag my hair down like this to curl and smoothen the section out at the same time. And then I brush, always in motion to not create any creases. For the third piece here that is closest to my face, I like to curl this one inwards towards my face. So I am placing my tool underneath the section and just curling it inwards. And this is just preference, honestly. Sometimes I like to go away from the face, sometimes I like to go inwards, and this is the time that I like to go inwards when it comes to a blowout. Then I am doing the exact same thing on the other side, of course. Everything I do in this video is based on trial and errors throughout my hair roller journey. It took a while for me to figure it out, but it was totally worth it. If you don't have rollers and you don't want to use rollers, you can also roll the curls up with your fingers and just pin it with a bobby pin or a little clip. This way you just kind of let your curls set, and that way it will last longer, and it will just turn out prettier, honestly. The best thing about this though is that it is quiet. It is not like any other hair dryer tool. Obviously the Dyson and the Revlon is hair drying tool, so they blow out air. This one is just a styling tool, but you do get the same like blowout look with this tool. And the best part, it is quiet. If you feel like your curls never hold using air to style, then this might be worth a try since it's a brush and a curling iron at the same time, like I said. Gently go in with the rollers. You don't have to make the roll tight, by the way. Whoever told you that is trying to make your life harder. You do not need to have a tight roll when it comes to your hair rollers. On to our third layer. I am curling this section inwards now. Just because we went outwards, now we're going inwards. Doing the same motions as before, making sure I don't miss any hair. I am still using the 2-inch rollers here. This is great to do before your makeup, just so that your hair can set while you get glammed, and it's just a really nice feeling to get glammed in hair rollers. It feels very feminine and classy and rich. The higher you direct your hair, by the way, and roll down, the more volume you're gonna get when you go in with your rollers from underneath. I hope I am making sense, because sometimes when you describe things, it sounds so much harder than what it actually is. But yeah, just ask me any questions down below if you are still wondering. One thing to also note is that all factors come into play when it comes to the outcome. Do you have layers in your hair? How thick is your hair? Do you have fine hair but a lot of it? Do you have thin hair? What type of styling tools are you using? What type of rollers are you using? It all matters. And I think that with practice, you eventually get the hang of it and you can customize it to your own liking. For the front section around my face, I am still styling it inwards, but I am using the 1.8-inch roller instead. My hair is thinner in the front, so I like to use a slightly smaller roller just to create a better curl at the end. What I do on one side, I do the same on the other side, of course. So if you guys want a more in-depth hair roller video, just like the basics of all of it so that you can kind of do your own thing, let me know. I will gladly do a video like that. Your wish is my command. Also, when you are clipping your hair rollers into place, try not to place it onto the top section of your hair because that can create some creasing and that won't be really flattering at the end. For the sections underneath, it might not be that big of a deal, but for the top section, we want to keep it really clean. Those creases are visible. Fourth and final layer, the mohawk section. I like to split it into 3 sections, and as you can see, I messed up quite a bit with the sectioning, but that is okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like to roll the hair backwards, and the same way I curled my hair is the same way I am rolling in my hair rollers. For the middle section, I am placing my curling brush on top of the section and then rolling it backwards, but dragging it forward, if that makes sense, just to make it a little bit easier and not come in contact with my crown section. For this top section, I am using the 2.5-inch hair rollers, so the largest size in the kit to achieve the most volume. For the bangs, today I am curling it inwards towards my forehead. You can do it the other way as well, but that will give you a different look, and I really want volume for my bangs today, so I'm going to be curling it inwards. This will also vary depending on the length and thickness of your bangs, of course. Once that is done, I'm gonna let it chill for about 20 to 40 minutes, the longer the better, to the most fun and satisfying part, removing the hair rollers. You want to be very gentle while rolling them out. I've seen so many just yank them out, and there is no need for that. That would just make it harder and messier, honestly, so just roll them out gently and also kind of like lead the hair and brush the hair as you take them out so that you form a perfect curl. How I styled my hair with the curling brush, I am rolling it out the same way. Once you have removed everything, you can brush it out with your fingers or use a real brush to brush it out if you want a softer look, and then just end with some hairspray. If you try this out and it doesn't turn well the first time, let me tell you right now, don't give up. This was my first time and look at me now. So don't give up because practice makes perfect. Alright, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!